almost everything you want. You got a big win in Connecticut for Bellator. You have that, security. Is this basically right now the pinnacle right now of your young career?
Definitely the biggest fight of my career. I'm trying to really hold back the emotion. I might start crying. I know sometimes it's not a big deal to a lot of people, but I've come a really long way. And sorry. I've won a lot of fights, and I've lost, and I've been counted out. And I've been saying that all I want to do is fight in the big leagues. All I want is an opportunity, and I've had opportunities, and I failed. But I kept working. I kept grinding. I stayed the course. I didn't quit. I told myself I wasn't good enough sometimes, and my team lifted me back up. My family lifted me back up. I don't do anything but this. Some people, this is a hobby. They go out, they party, they do this. I'm a family man, and I work towards my goal of being the best fighter in the world. And whether or not I ever become the best fighter in the world, we won't know unless I try my hardest, And if you quit, then it's never going to happen. And I stuck with it, and I begged Bellator for this opportunity. Literally, I was begging them, tweeting them nonstop. And thank you, Rich Chu gave me the opportunity. And I fought a guy that maybe not the most intimidating looking guy, but I'm not the most intimidating looking guy. And one thing I learned in my life is that you never judge a book by its cover. This man was a very dangerous opponent. He was 2-0 in the Bellator cage against two of their signed prospects, two guys they're really trying to build up. And they put him against me, and I took him out in the first round. I did what my team said I would do. I don't like to talk about what I'm going to do. I don't like to be vocal about it. I like to train hard and be confident and go out there and show you what I'm going to do. And my team told me exactly what was going to happen, and I've been with them for 15 years, and we have a great thing going on, and I couldn't be at a better place right now.
Could you imagine this going better than it did? I mean, it's pretty much an ideal situation for you out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was definitely a bucket list thing. I drive past this arena every day. I live closer than the hotel that Bellator had to stay at. I literally live 10 minutes away. It's my dream to fight in this arena. I know that sounds silly to some, but not to me. I grew up in this area. I've been here my whole life. I'm still here, and I wanted to give back to my fans. Ideally, I could have got a knockout because I already have a lot of submissions. But as you can see in my fights, I make people uncomfortable and I make them want to clinch. If you watch my last couple fights, my footwork is some of the best in the world. I truly believe that. And I'm very unorthodox, and I have a lot of weapons, and I come from a lot of angles. So fighting me, there's nobody on this earth like me. Nobody. And I'm not just talking about my hand. I'm talking about what's in here. I'm talking about everything about me. I truly believe that I'm one of a kind. There's definitely some badasses out there that have one hand. There's tons of them. But all I'm saying is that I'm a very unique person, and I appreciate this opportunity. And I did it for me first, but I think I showed a lot of people that it doesn't matter where you start. See, I lost my first 17 wrestling matches, and if you compare my first 17 wrestling matches to my first 17 MMA fights, is a very different story. Now I've had 18 professional fights. I'm 16-2. I had a one-fight deal with Bellator, but honestly, I've loved everything about this organization, and I look forward to building my future with them.
Did you feel like you were at home in the Bellator cage? I mean, obviously,
I
you feel
did.
like you're at home being 10 minutes away, but hearing that crowd, being in that cage, what was that like for you?
I've cornered people in Bellator before. I've I've been there. I've been on the outside, and I just kind of wanted to get in. This whole time I've been watching, like, oh, I want to get in there. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy in there getting his hand raised. I want to do that. Not jealousy, just I wanted it for myself, and to finally be there, I was pacing back and forth, and I was like, holy crap, oh, we're here, and you could hear the crowd was going crazy, and honestly, it felt a little surreal, and when things feel a little surreal like that, it can get overwhelming to some people, but to me, I just said to myself, I was like, Nick, we're here, you can't run out this cage. I said it's time to do this. It's time to be a man, and it's time to be the best fighter you can be, and it's time to go out there and prove to yourself how good you are. Show the world how good you are, and show the world how good my team has known I've been for a very long time, and show them what I'm capable of. And that's I'm a damn good fighter. I belong in the elite, and I'm going to work my way up the ladder and get bigger and bigger fights, whether you guys like it or not.
Did you get a chance to talk to Corey after the fight? Because one of the interesting things about talking to him was he has looked up to you, and he's been watching you fight for years now. So the fact that he got to fight you was very nerve-wracking for him because he respected you so much. Did you get a chance to talk to him after? Because I know you've had a long career as a fighter, you're a coach. What advice would you give him, and did you get a chance to talk to him?
Well, he's already proven himself. To me, I didn't ruin his opportunity, right? This was maybe his opportunity to get a big fight, but it wasn't his opportunity to show he belongs in the Bellator cage. He's already proven something that I had not proved yet, and it's that he belongs in the Bellator cage. So, I've always been respectful of him, and one thing that you can't ever take away from him is his heart and his toughness. If you look at him, his fights, he's been down and out, and he showed his heart, and I have so much respect for him as a person, as a man, as a fighter. He has that dog in him that not a lot of people have. He's a tough little southern boy, and I'm a yuppie kid from the Northeast, so my team was telling me, don't get in a dogfight with this guy, don't get in a dogfight with him. Stay technical, keep the angles, and fight smart. Because if you make it into a brawl or a dogfight, that's his world. And he tried, and I kept my composure. I kept the angle with my feet, and I did my thing. But on a side note, I have not talked to him, but I look forward to shaking his hand. Again, I shook his hand, but obviously being in front of a hometown crowd, I'm getting pulled here, there. I didn't really have anywhere to go or talk to him. They're ripping me over here, ripping me over there. But I'm just glad that I'm here, and I was able to find my wife, and I still have my team with me. So all my people are waiting outside looking in, and I can't wait to go out and get wild. No, I'm just kidding. My definition of get wild is eat a cheeseburger and go to bed at like 12 o'clock.
How quickly will you get with like Scott and Rich and say, all right, now we figure this part out in terms of having a multi-fight deal?
Yeah, I'd like to negotiate the multi-fight deal, but that's not my job. That's my management team's job, and they're going to do what they think is best. Honestly, right now, I just fought 3 months ago, and now I fought again. I have a gym I own, and actually 15 minutes from here, Fighting Arts Academy. I mean, not like anyone that is watching this interview is from Connecticut, but we're moving, and my original gym in Springfield, Massachusetts, Fighting Arts Academy, my coaches, I took their name and I brought it to Connecticut, so Fighting Arts Academy CT, and I'm moving to a new location, and I've been paying the rent, but not actually doing anything there because I was training for this fight. So I've been kind of just like throwing money in the trash, and I have to kind of sit down and get that done and finish that before I can do anything. And then aside from that, I'd like to take my son to the zoo or something, stuff I never had time to do.
Where's the new location?
New location, 333 Quarry Road, Milford, Connecticut. If you want to come out, you can come train with me. It's that easy.
Nick, you mentioned your people. How many people did you have here today?
A couple hundred, at least 300 people. I sold tickets to. Personally, I sold a couple hundred and then a couple hundred online. And then obviously the crowd's with me. I have a solid support system. One thing I've always done is been good to the people that have been good to me, and if you ride with me, you ride with me. If you're new to the team, and you're new to the Newell World Order, you can join in too. Everyone's welcome. It's all inclusive crew, and we come in strong.
Can we talk about what set up that takedown? It seems like after the kind of big flurry between you two, he set up a clinch, but you used like kind of an arm triangle to get the takedown. Did I see that right? Or is that, is that just playing into your strengths, fighting his weakness like you saw on tape?
No, it's actually something I worked with my wrestling coach, Ryan Roddy. We worked the clinch because we know that he loves the double under game. So we did a lot of pushing off on the face and dragging him down, and it worked. It worked wonders. So as soon as I got to the ground, I actually had a arm trap set up. I was working with Coach Jeremy Libashevsky, warming up. If you see the videos, because someone was filming me, I was doing that, and it just all played out perfect.
And then it seemed in the finishing sequence that you had it in full mount, and it looked like it was pretty tight there, but then you slid off to side mount. Was that something that were you squeezing hard when you were in the full mount, or were you just still starting to set up your
No, I had my shoulder in, and he was gurgling, and I was like, oh, this is kind of tight. Like, I don't want to risk going off to the side, and maybe he hooks my leg. But I was going to wait until he kind of moved his arms. So once he started, I was like, okay, he's distracted. Then I switched over to the side and got the finish.
Did you have a chance to talk to Scott and Ricky?
No, I'm going to go sit down and hang out with Scott and Rich, hopefully sooner rather than later. I will not be going back to the hotel. I will be going home. But hopefully we can get together and talk, because I love those guys. I got nothing but love for them. They've been great to me. Obviously, one thing about having me fight is that there's always people waiting to say, oh, why'd you let that guy fight? He's going to get hurt. Like, yeah, no shit. I can get hurt. Anyone can get hurt. I can. But I've proven that I'm amongst the elite and I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So I deserve that opportunity to go out there, and I've earned that right to get hurt. And it doesn't happen often. So there's a lot of people telling him they shouldn't give me that opportunity. You shouldn't give Nick this opportunity. He doesn't deserve it. And they didn't listen to him, and they gave me the shot in my hometown, and I came through, and I did what I said I was going to do. I did what my team said I was going to do, and I think I did what they believed I was capable of doing, and they believed that I was on that elite level of Bellator MMA.
You said you were
Oh,
going to talk to Scott before.
I'll get you.
You said you were going to talk to Scott before. Is there anyone you had in mind that you and your team would like to discuss with Scott?
I have a few names that I'm interested in. A few fights I'd like to have. But, of course, I always go to my team first before anything and discuss with them. And we, I don't really care. This is the big leagues, Everyone's tough out here. Everyone's good. You can fight this guy. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy. I want to fight the good guys. I want to fight the guys that are up there. I don't want to fight guys that suck, This is a waste of my time. I'm trying to move up the ladder. I just fought a guy that's 2-0 in Bellator, and I'm trying to get tougher, good fights.
What do you say to those people, like you said before, saying you shouldn't give Nick the opportunity, you shouldn't be fighting this?
I don't have to say anything. I won my fight, You can say he doesn't deserve the opportunity, and then I go out there and I do my thing, and I do it well. And I didn't get touched. I didn't get hit. I walked him down the whole time. All his other fights, he was landing on the other guys he fought, taking them down easy. I controlled the striking, I controlled the wrestling, and I controlled the grappling. All three parts of the fight game were all mine, and he's no bum. He's a tough guy. So, there were a lot of things I had to watch out for, and I shut them all down.
Can I read you something real quick?
Yep.
It says, well done, Notorious Newell. Damn it, you're just the best. Never, ever give up. That's from Jim Abbott. He just tweeted that.
Jim Abbott is my hero. Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, there was no internet, you know. I look young, I shave my face, but I'm 33 years old. I still got some years in me. I still got some good time in me, but I'm definitely not like a young kid. I've been in this game a long time. I've been in this game 10 years looking for this opportunity. When I was a kid, there was no internet. You know, I didn't know other people in this world had one hand. I thought it was just me and Jim Abbott. We were the only two people in the world, you know. So when I was a kid, my grandparents used to take me to Yankee Fan Day, and I met him. I went to a game. He came out of the dugout, and I met him, and it changed my life. And I go and see that guy, you know. I never even thought. I was so young when I saw him that I never even thought that I couldn't be a professional athlete. I never thought I couldn't be the best, you know, like that. I didn't even have people hating on me till I became a popular MMA fighter. You know, my friends around me and my family always saw my spirit. And I saw guys like Jim Abbott out there doing his thing and not letting anything stop him. So, you know, obviously it means a lot to me for him to say that. And we had lunch before once. We're going to have lunch again, Jim. We're going to hang out. Me and you. Boys, let's do it.